Hey guys, welcome back to Jersey Shore Beers and Brews Reviews. Doing a review from the studio because we have something that is a blast from the past, and I wanted to just tell you a couple stories maybe, see if we can lighten the mood, have a good time on a Friday. It's Friday, baby. Beer day. Got your drinking hat on? Let's go. Anyway, this one is from Genesee Cream Ale. We're talking like going back to my childhood. You know, we were drinking it maybe 14, 15 years old, and this was one of the beers that we would get. So let's crack it, let's get it poured, and let's talk. Nice and light, nice pale color. We'll show you that in a second. I had it set up to do multi-cameras, but I'd have to go through OBS, and look how clear that baby is. Big old head. This is the studio. I'm a musician, guitar player, as you can tell. Play a little, dabble with the keyboards. I got a couple keyboards in front of me here. Part of my, I don't know, jack of all trades, master of none thing. But I do make music. It is out on Spotify. I think there's a link even in the channel. SoundCloud too. So getting back to this beer right here, you know, we were kids. You know, we didn't have a lot of money. And we had, one of our friends was a little bit older. I think he was 19. Maybe he was 18. He's probably 18 because the drinking age at that time was 18. And as I was about to turn 18, it went to 21. Anyway, so he used to get the beers for us. We'd come up probably $10. You know, we get $10 together. We pick up 5 quarts of Genesee Cream Ale and like a little pint of blackberry brandy. And let's take a whiff on this. We'll come back to that story. Just smells sweet. Can smell the malts. It almost reminds me of like a Colt 45 or something like that, malt liquor. A little bit on the sweeter side, but so yeah, one of our buddies picked us up 5 quarts and a pint, and we used to have him put it right outside the window on the ground floor because the dude, my friend, he lived on the ground floor of a bi-level, and his dad was kind of cool. You know, he'd let us drink as long as we didn't, you know, wreck nothing and didn't do anything that, like, you know, hurt ourselves, stuff like that. So one day, the buddy dropped it off outside the window, right? And we'd open up the window real quiet, like we'd have music playing, crawl out the window, someone to hold our feet, pick the beer up off the ground, you know, hand it in through the window. So it was my turn. You know, I went out the window, someone held my feet, I'm handing it in. And I come back inside the room and I turn around and his dad is standing there and he's like, thanks. And he walks out with our beer. Hilarious. Just one of those memories, you know, from this beer that when I seen this in the store, I was like, holy cow, they still make that? So I picked it up. I picked up a 30 pack. 30 pack's going to run you like $18. Good stuff, you know, just, it's a memory. You know, so I figured I'd do a 30 pack of it and put it in the fridge and see what it's like, and here we are. So that's what it's looking like. It's nice and clear. See what it tastes like. It's a little bit on the sweeter side. It is a cream ale, so kind of expect that. Refreshing. It's cold. I think it comes in at, what does it come in at? 5.1. Yep, 5.1%. They range. There's a range. I looked it up after I found this. I was like, let me go look up, you know, Genesee Cream Ale, because I was like, I can't believe that they're still in business. But they have a range on it from like 4.6 to 5.4 or something like that. I don't know what that's about. Some batches are stronger than others. Get to pick your 30 pack out, but you know, I want the 5.6 one. I don't know. I'm just making that up. It's just kind of funny, and it, like I said, it's memories like that. You know, we would get these things all the time. They're $1 a quart. $1 a quart. I mean, how do you go wrong as a kid? You know, you get $2, your buddy get $2, you got 4 quarts of beer. You're gonna have a good old time with that. You know what I'm saying? I remember we were going out drinking in the woods. We had a big old bonfire that we'd make in a 55-gallon drum, and you know, couple of the kids from the neighborhood, we'd all get together. Maybe there'd be 6, 8 of us. You know, we'd say to the girls, come on, you want to go out party in the woods, blah blah blah. And I remember one day being out there, and and we're drinking. And we had the fire going, and it was kind of like smoldering. The wood was wet, stuff like that. But my buddy brought a thing of gasoline, you know, like a 2-gallon or something like that in a plastic red container. And we all had cups, you know, everybody had styrofoam cups. So he's like, I'll get that thing going. Just took his styrofoam cup, filled it up with gasoline, and he went to throw it onto the fire, and the bottom fell out because the gasoline melted the styrofoam. Well, believe it or not, the line from the fire came right over and went into the container of gas. No kidding. Now it's smoldering there. You know, it's flaming. It's not smoldering, but it's flaming out the opening of the gas. We both look at each other, look down at it. He takes the thing and throws the whole thing in the fire. You want to talk about a fireball? Fireball. 2 gallons of gas on a fire, one shot. Woof. Must have went as high as the trees. Man, we were all in panic mode. We were like, oh my God, we can't believe this, blah, blah, blah. But man, we lived. We lived. And we had a good night that night, and it was just good fun. So that's a couple reasons why I went out and I got these, just to see what they were like. As far as a good beer, bad beer, it's a memory beer. I got good memories from it. It's not bad. It's a little different than, you know, your Budweisers because it's a little sweeter. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of a malt liquor-ish. The way that you make a cream ale is that you use lager yeast. That's one of the ways. And you ferment it at a warmer temperature can do it. You got to check around with that because there might be some yeast that do work for that, some that don't. Another way is to use ale and lager yeast in it. They also make, I'm pretty sure, if I remember, a cream ale yeast as well, which is probably what they're doing in it anyway. But, yeah. So as far as the score on this, based on the memories, I'd say 10, but I can't do that. Based on how often I'll buy this after this, I probably won't. If it was in your cooler and I was coming over for a barbecue, I would probably definitely grab another one just to go, yep, I remember those days. And I see I got a dog hair over here. I haven't seen the little monster coming and trying to harass me. He's laying over at the door. I'm sure you can see him over there. Over there. He's keeping an eye out. But, yeah, guys, so it's Friday night. If you're going out, get yourself a memory beer, man. Just have a great time. Be safe. And enjoy the night, all right? I'm sure we got some more. We got a lot of beer reviews stacking up. I probably have about 8 or so that I'm trying to get through. But I just got so much other stuff going on between writing the music for the sleep music that I do and the drone stuff every once in a while and doing the videos for them. It's just a lot. So I am trying to do that. I got to get shorts out. I got a short that's coming out tonight. Hopefully we pick up a couple people in the subscriptions. We really need subscribers. I try my hardest to make a good video for you guys. I try and, you know, bring out information to you guys. And it would just be cool if we could just keep moving forward and get people and, you know, just have a good time. Anyway, that's a review, guys. We'll catch up to you. All right? Peace.